6:48, just about to hit 6:49 this morning, and we are following some breaking news for you. A man who police consider armed and dangerous with a history of violence is on the loose in Northern Virginia after a shooting at a hospital early this morning. Police are looking for Woson Asaye, who was last seen wearing a hospital gown and holding a gun that he got from a private security guard after he escaped this morning. The hospital was put into lockdown. Some patients had to be moved to other locations. Roads in the area were all shut down. Asaye was being held on federal charges for armed bank robbery. He was taken to the hospital early this morning for treatment after he tried harming himself. Again, that massive manhunt going on in Northern Virginia this morning, the Washington, D.C. area. Watch for the latest coming up on the Today Show and CBS News this morning, right after the Valley Today. A very good morning to you, and thanks for waking up with us. We're just getting started with nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour to help you plan your Tuesday. I'm Kyle Bosch. Lisa does have this morning off. Well, there is growing fallout over a new law signed by the governor of Indiana, which critics say allows businesses to discriminate against gays and lesbians. North Dakota lawmakers, meanwhile, are in the middle of a similar debate. The state Senate has passed a bill that would allow equal rights for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender individuals in North Dakota. Currently under state law, someone could be denied business from a store owner or be fired from their job because of their sexual preference. Now, the bill again did already pass the Senate to give protection to the transgender, gay, and lesbian community. It's now slated for debate in a committee in the House today and could be presented to the full House floor as early as tomorrow. Supporters of North Dakota's current law say that business owners should have the right to stand up for their individual religious beliefs and freedom of speech. Coming up on 5:51, time to get a look at weather on the ones. We start with meteorologist Mick Kerr.
All righty, Kyle, thanks. And under a mostly clear beginning, temps in the 30s. We are at 30 here in South Fargo, and 32 to 34 is where we begin our Tuesday. We'll finish right about 60. Now, the only thing that's going to keep us from hitting the 63 number we had yesterday is a filtering of the sun and this currently northwest breeze that we have. By the end of the day, though, the wind will turn around to the southeast. Should be a very pleasant evening. Temps right around where we were yesterday, maybe not the clear blue sky. And then we start to see a little change. Tomorrow, winds will pick up, and it'll be a very mild morning tomorrow, nearly 20 degrees warmer than this morning. This afternoon, low 60s, maybe 66 for Ellendale. 60 to 62 for Fargo-Moorhead. We forecast 60 yesterday. It hit 63, so why not? Southern end of the valley, mostly sunny, pleasantly mild. Northern end of the valley, though, a few clouds will come through. Again, that's the warm front, partly sunny, but still pleasantly mild and actually at least 5 degrees warmer than yesterday. Northeast North Dakota, same story. Few clouds filtering the sun. 53 Cavalier, 58 Mackville, 59 Findlay, and Cooperstown also about 59 to 60. So not bad out there. It is all clear here in the valley except for a few clouds from along to the north of Highway 52, Jamestown up to the Minot area. And again, northwest wind now starting to turn around to the southeast. Grand Forks, you're clear and 31. Fargo-Moorhead, a beautiful sunrise coming at 7:07 and 31 right now. Let's get a traffic update from Valley News Live's Al Ahmed.
Good morning, everyone. A busy morning out here on the Metro Interstate Loop, but let me tell you something. Traffic is really clipping along. I saw a motorcycle go by, another car went by, and they must have been doing a good 70 to 75 miles an hour here on northbound Interstate 29. A lot of traffic out here. No two ways about that. You really got to be careful around the ramps. Also, we were just talking in our last report about folks running around without their lights on, and right off the bat, what do we see? A truck and a brand new Honda driving down the road, no lights on. Good time of day to have those lights on. It's a hard time to see. There's a lot of traffic. You want to make sure that you're being seen. Drive carefully today. Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
6:53 now, turning back to your news headlines. A decorated Iraq War veteran has been sentenced for luring teen girls online for sex. KFGO News reports that 30-year-old Eric Sandsburn was sentenced in federal court to 25 years in prison. He pleaded guilty to 7 counts of unlawful sexual contact with children and child porn charges. Authorities say he had online chats with about 90 girls between the ages of 13 and 17 years old. He would pick them up from their homes and schools for sexual encounters in the Grand Forks area. A bill dealing with homeless sex offenders in North Dakota is now awaiting for a signature from the governor. The state Senate has unanimously passed a bill that requires sex offenders with no permanent address to register in whatever county they are in. There are 1,900 registered sex offenders in North Dakota. Another 175 are in jail. North Dakota Governor Jack Dalrymple is also considering a bill that would require lawmakers to spend some time studying whether the state should implement voter registration. North Dakota is currently the only state in the country that does not have voter registration. One state senator says that a key issue with the current system is that the driver's license division does not verify residential addresses, and that would be a problem because that would be required in any voter registration plan. The Polk County Sheriff's Office in Minnesota is investigating the death of a man whose naked body was found on a golf course in Fertile. A source tells Valley News Live the body may have been lying on that course for several days. An autopsy is now being performed in Grand Forks to try and figure out the cause of death. Minneapolis police say they are now searching the Mississippi River to try and find the body of a missing college student after a surveillance video showed 22-year-old Jennifer Houle falling or jumping into the water. The U of M senior was last seen at a campus bar about 1 Friday morning, just a few blocks from where she entered the water. The university is offering counseling and support services for students, faculty, and staff who may need it. Police say they are not looking for any suspects in the incident. Firefighters in Fargo trying to figure out what started a fire that destroyed this garage on the north side. Extra crews had to be called in yesterday afternoon because of concerns it might spread to nearby cars and buildings. In fact, heat from the flames did do some damage to other areas, and embers even started small grass fires in the area. Damage to the garage is estimated at about $30,000. Spring is a time when a lot of people plan projects around the house, and that has the North Dakota Attorney General waving a caution flag about doing your homework when you hire a contractor. Attorney General Wayne Stenjum says there has been a lot of trouble in the past year with unlicensed contractors scamming people. Here's 3 things that you need to know before you hire a contractor. Ask to see their license, make sure you get references, and get a list of details about your project in writing, including how much it will cost and when it will get done. Stenjum says that scamming contractors can often be smooth talkers who use high-pressure sales tactics to try and get you to sign a deal before you can check in on their paperwork. Walking can be a huge boost to your health, and it takes just about 30 minutes a day to decrease your risk of heart disease, stroke, and other problems. It's one reason that Sanford Health is encouraging everyone to start walking later today. They've even got a big event to kick it off. The Valley Today's Christy Larson is live at Sanford South Point in South Fargo with a lot more on our Healthier Me this morning. Christy?
Yes, good morning, Kyle. That's right. Just walking, like you said, 30 minutes a day can help you get in the right direction to improve your heart health. And that's exactly why, John, you are encouraging people to do your walk this afternoon.
Right. So we know that cardiovascular disease is indeed preventable in some instances, and we know the science says that getting as little as 30 minutes of exercise per day can dramatically increase your risk of death. And so National Walking Day is all about activation, getting out, taking those first steps to get healthy. So things like if you're a smoker, quit smoking, if you watch your diet. And probably the most simple thing, even on like a beautiful day like today, is going to be just to get out and start walking. And so that's what we're going to be doing at noon to kick things off at Sanford Health.
And this is also a good time, too, to even take it beyond today. Tomorrow's National Walking Day. And then in May is when the American Heart Association is going to have their group walks. You can find a group to walk with you.
Absolutely. So May 16th at the Shields Arena, we'll be having our Heart Walk. And we know that disproportionately the citizens of North Dakota are affected by heart disease. And it's the #1 killer in the United States. And we know that about 1 of every 4 cardiovascular deaths can be prevented. So the Heart Walk is about raising awareness. It's about raising funds for things like education for our folks that are right here in the community, and those resources stay right here in our community, so it's really important. So my challenge is, if you know somebody that's been affected by heart disease, come out and walk with us and help support the good cause.
And like he said, you can start today at noon. Kyle is going to be at the Sanford location in downtown Fargo, and they're going to take a 1.5-mile walk, and I'm hoping to make it out there. I know a lot of other people are going to be out there too.
Yeah, it should be a great day. Sounds like a beautiful afternoon. And if you can't get out for the event at noon today, maybe get out and do a little walk around your neighborhood this evening. Christy Larson reporting live from Sanford Health in South Fargo. Of course, the event in downtown Fargo at noon ahead of National Walking Day, which is tomorrow. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. 1 in 4 women do this after shopping. What is it? The answer: lie to their partner about what they bought. I'm guessing they usually go on the lower end of the scale. Just one shirt, honey, and it was on sale.
Yeah, see, 3 out of 4 come home and brag about how much money they saved.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what I see in it anyway. Let's check our weather real quick. Looks like a beautiful morning and a partly sunny, mild midday. Fabulous afternoon on the way. Should hit the low 60s today.
Sounds good. That's our time on this Tuesday morning here on the Valley Today. Thanks for waking up with us. Got more local news and weather coming up in about 30 minutes. And, of course, we will see you tomorrow morning.